Hey guys, so apology for the shitty quality. Just wanted to give you my um, short thoughts on Nino Kuni. Um, I know a lot about this game has been said, but just wanted to. I'm about 30 hours in right now. I haven't beat the game, but I wanted to give you a little impressions so far and a review, a short little review. I'm just in like a remote location right now. I'm not gonna spoil anything at all. Um, but this game is phenomenal. It hits so many notes so well, almost perfectly. Just what this game does right, it does so right. Like going into it, I was kind of skeptical. I was like, okay, like this little kid, and like, you know. Um, and the combat system, I heard it was like Pokemon or whatever, and I was really skeptical of that. But now that I've actually, sunk some time into this game, um, I can just say this game is definitely just a hell of a ride. It is a magical, just something special. Very, very good RPG, JRPG, or RPG by any standard. This is a very, very good game. Um, so First of all, I want to talk about the art style of the game. It has this really really nice contrast of using basically kind of like a anime like cartoony um, just really whimsical design for the characters and the animations and the creatures and all of that. But as far as the environments, everything is very, for the most part, very realistic looking. So it creates this really nice contrast between this kind of like cartoony anime, like, like really cool like art style of the characters and enemies and creatures and all that. And then you have this world that looks very realistic, and it's very, you know, there's some really strikingly beautiful locations in this game. Like the look cities or villages or whatever, they all look really, really, really good. Just fantastic artwork went into it. Maybe not as good as like some other JRPGs that I've played, but way up there. Um, so yeah, the overall look of the game is just fucking phenomenal in my opinion. Um, as for the combat, as I was saying, yeah, I was skeptical at first, but I mean, as soon as got into it, I actually liked it a lot. It's a lot more fun than you think. It's engaging. I'm actually playing on easy mode, but it's very engaging. Um, when I play a JRPG, I really mostly care about the story, and I'll get to that in a second. But yeah, the combat is very satisfying. It's very satisfying to catch these different creatures called familiars in this game, and I think they just did a really good job with the combat, and it can get really intense sometimes, especially on boss fights. It can really push you to, it can give you some challenge, but overall, just really fun, relaxing combat. Now, there is a negative to that, and that being, I think there is too much grinding in this game. It's not completely absurd, but nonetheless, I think that there's just a little bit too much of it. That being said, the combat is very fun, so it just kind of makes the grinding relaxing, somewhat relaxing, so it's not that big of a pain in the ass. But still, I mean, I think that the grinding in this game is a little bit too much sometimes. So that is to be said, but it's not that it's a nitpick in the grand scheme of things, because getting to the story is phenomenal. I'm not going to spoil absolutely anything because it all needs to be played by the by you guys. but it's really good. It's rated E, so you think it's maybe not like dark or anything, but it definitely touches on some like deep and meaningful subjects like throughout. And I gotta admit, throughout this whole game, I have not, I've like talked to tons of the characters in the game. I have not met one dull character. So, and that's no joke. Every character in this game serves like some sort of purpose. Like there's seemingly, as you go to each town, there's seemingly endless side quests that you do, but all of these side quests are really interesting because the characters make them uh, have life to them, and you know they don't get repetitive for that reason. That each of the characters, the locations, it just makes it interesting every time. There's a few side quests that are tedious and require you to maybe look at a guide, but you know that's not a big deal. We can do that really fast. So there's that. I mean, let's see. What else can I say about this game? I just think, you know, if you have a PS3 and if you've been thinking about buying this game, if you want a good JRPG to